Bill Gates has purchased an enormous amount of desolate land in Arizona to construct a smart city. The 25,000 acres of land is roughly 45 minutes away from Phoenix, Arizona, and will now be known as Belmont, named after Gates' partner in the purchase. The currently desolate 25,000 acres will eventually hold 80,000 homes, 3,800 acres of industrial, office, and real estate space, 3,400 acres of open space, and 470 acres for public schools, according to Arizona-based Belmont partners. However, after construction, Belmont will not just be your typical gated community. Instead, their goal is to develop a smart city. Belmont will create a forward-thinking community with a communication and infrastructure spine that embraces cutting-edge technology designed around high-speed digital networks, data centers, new manufacturing technologies, and distribution models, autonomous vehicles, and autonomous logistic hubs, Belmont partners said in a news release. A similar project is currently underway by Google called Quayside, due north in Toronto, Canada. Alphabet's objective for Quayside is to develop a complete urban community from the ground up. Both Quayside and Belmont, with their respective populations, are ground zero for testing new technology, as admitted by the corporations involved in development. Quayside plans to extend outwards, while Gates has yet to release the official plan for construction. It's a safe bet that this is the start of the infamous smart cities of the future. Take a second and think about the last time your computer crashed. And now imagine that that was the infrastructure of a block in a smart city. Or take, for example, how Equifax, one of the largest credit bureaus, was just recently hacked. Now imagine if that was an autonomous vehicle. Development for both Quayside and Belmont are years away. However, Microsoft is not done yet. Rather, Microsoft billionaire Paul Allen, through his corporation Vulcan Inc., donated $10 million for the development of yet another city, Columbus, Ohio. In addition, the U.S. Department of Transportation contributed $40 million to the project. Under the Obama administration, the U.S. Department of Transportation created a challenge for mid-sized cities across America to develop ideas for an integrated, first-of-its-kind smart transportation system that would use data, applications, and technology to help people and goods move more quickly, cheaply, and efficiently. In direct accordance with Agenda 2030, specifically Goal Number 9, the plan is to recreate our cities into metropolises, organized and operated by technology. 2 years after the acceptance of Agenda 2030, development in several U.S. cities is well underway, with one goal in mind: Number 9. With Google constructing the first ever urban human lab, Bill Gates following suit, and the United Nations leading the charge, it's not an understatement to say that these organizations wish to treat humanity as an engineering problem. In fact, both Google and Microsoft have already displayed their interest in engineering humanity and the world with the distribution of vaccines and mosquitoes. Google, or Alphabet, released 20 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes into 2 California neighborhoods with the goal of quelling mosquito populations. The Microsoft Foundation has for decades contributed millions to the distribution of birth control and vaccines across the globe. Disregarding what the mainstream media drums up as beneficial to humanity, a glance under the surface at the 2 corporations that have done it, and suddenly, doors that open by the swipe of a hand aren't exactly so convenient. According to independent journalists and the government of India, Bill and Melinda Gates' foundation engaged in covertly distributing dangerous vaccines. With that in mind, it is prevalent that the 2 aforementioned corporations are attempting to use engineering to quell the problems of our time. However, thanks to history, we know that when humans are treated like an engineering problem, millions die as a result. The smart city of the future, according to the global goals, will utilize big data to analyze humanity and exploit human psychology for the respective corporations' benefit.